here with post-game coverage of Game 1 of the OHL Championship Series. Welcome to those watching in Windsor tonight on your TV, as well as those here in Hamilton on Cable 14, as well as those tuned in on CHL TV. Accompanied by Windsor Spitfires head coach Marc Savard, along with overtime hero Michael Renwick. And Coach, you came out with a physical tone in that game, not unsimilar to how you played against Flint. I have to imagine you were happy with the way your guys came through tonight.
Yeah, obviously we came in here. We were rushed in here. Obviously, we played 2 nights ago, and we were in such a battle with Flint. And for these guys to make this turnaround, I'm so proud of them. They never quit. They haven't all year. They're a resilient group, and my hat's off to Hamilton. Though 22 games straight is quite a run and pretty special. But for us to be able to come in here in their building and do what we did tonight, I give my guys a tap. It was an awesome effort.
Michael, eerily similar to Andrew Parrott in Game 6 against Flint. You did your own addition this time. Maybe walk us through the goal.
Yeah, I just hopped on the ice, and my teammate, me and Perry ran a switch, and then Abraham saw me cross ice. He's got great vision, and he just fed me the puck, and then Christopoulos had great net front presence and just shot the puck and went in.
We'll open it up to questions now, guys.
Mark, you guys had some ups and downs in the game. Certainly 4 power plays in the first period that were unsuccessful, but the ability for you guys to respond throughout the game today, how important was that in your opinion to see your guys respond and to come out and beat a team that's won 22 games in a row at home?
Again, resilient group. I thought we created momentum with some of those power plays. I know they didn't go in. One sat on the goal line. We hit a post. So as long as we're creating momentum, that's all we really look for. We went in after the first. We were happy with our start. Obviously, we got into penalty trouble in the second, and then we never quit. We had some good talks in between periods on what we're doing, and the great thing about our team is we play the right way. And when you play the right way, I know as a coach, I was a player, and they try and tell you, but if you listen and you do, you get rewarded. And I thought tonight we just continued to play the right way, and we got rewarded.
Coach, for a team that you haven't played against the entire season, there seemed to be a lot of physicality out there, a lot of scrums after the whistle. Is that given the stakes that are up right now with the OHL Championship being on the line and the 2 best teams from each conference going at it, considering that you haven't played them all year, so just the level of kind of animosity that was out there in the intensity level of both teams?
Yeah, unbelievable game. It was really an unbelievable game to be in. These guys battled through everything, and that's part of the feeling out process. I mean, we're a physical team, they're a physical team. We've watched the video, they've watched ours, and I think both teams responded well. I thought at the end of the day the overall picture was it was a well ref game. I didn't love the last one before our power play. I thought maybe it was a little bit easy on the dive, but again, I thought they refed a great game. But again, at the end of the day, it's a feel-out process, and both teams got a good feel now, and it's going to be a good long series here.
Mark, Hamilton's power play, it's been good all year. Noticed a lot throughout the game, minus the 1 power play goal they did score. Their entries weren't as great as we've seen throughout the playoffs. Was that area number 1 for you when you looked at what it takes to shut that power play down?
Yeah, I mean, our penalty kill since Christmas has been fantastic, and this guy's a big reason for it. We stand the line well, and that's one of our game plans. And these guys are terrific, and they believe, and they did a fantastic job. Minus the 1 goal, like you said, again, it was a shot that went through screens. So again, we're playing as hard as we can, special teams wise. We've done pretty good. At the end of the day, the power play gets the big one to win it. And I feel like we win the special teams battle because of it. But again, this guy's the hero here, guys. Ask my boy some questions here. He's had a fantastic night.
I got one from Mr. Renwick. Michael, you guys come off a tough 7-game series. You come into a building where it's almost billed as David versus Goliath. You guys have battled adversity all year long. You're down in the game. Tell us, do you guys sometimes on the bench kind of pinch yourself when you're in these situations and say to yourself, we got him right where we want him?
I mean, you never want to be down in a game, but we're confident no matter what the score is. At any given time, we feel like we can still win the game, and we've proved that through and through this season. So I think that's credit to our team. We don't like coming back from behind, but if it's needed, we can do it.
A couple more, guys.
You know this arena pretty well. Is it extra special to come back and score a goal like that against a team that you played for?
Yeah, I mean, it's great. I mean, I think it would be special regardless of who the other team was. But I mean, you know, obviously playing here for my first 2 years in this league, it's special. You know, I know the guys on the other team, so it's I'm ready for a good series with these guys, and yeah.
And about that, I mean, it was, as they've said, it was a pretty physical start. Does it take any extra to get up to be that kind of physical against guys that you know and probably like some of those guys, and you know, to be able to play like that?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta put your friendships aside. You know, your friends off the ice, but you know, I'm here to win. I'm not here to make friends and be friends with guys.
We return with more post-game coverage of Game 1 of the OHL Championship Series. The Windsor Spitfires take this one 4-3 in overtime. Joined here by Hamilton Bulldogs head coach Jay McKee, along with Hamilton native Mark Duarter. Coach, an intense game. Came in on the short end tonight. Bit of an unfamiliar scenario, having not lost in this building for so long. Maybe just give us your preliminary thoughts.
Well, we're up against a really good hockey club. I thought that our execution wasn't as good tonight as it has been for a while. Answer to that, I'm not sure why. Maybe it was the time off, but certainly know we have better. But at the same time, I thought. You know, we had the lead there, 3-1 in the third, had control of the game, and then got ourselves again into penalty trouble. You know, and kind of shot ourselves in the foot, taking, I think, 8 penalties tonight, probably 7 that we deserved.
Mark, you're familiar with this building. The fans really into it tonight. An intense game both ways, and came up with some big moments on the penalty kill there in the first period, and you scored a big third-period goal. Maybe give us your thoughts. Obviously, coming up short, not something your club's used to.
Yeah, just like Jay said, I think we can do a lot of things better and paying attention to details and not taking a shift off, because when we take a shift off, they capitalized on that. So, yeah, just kind of dialing it in and not taking that shift off and being more disciplined as well. I feel like we got kind of undisciplined for a bit, and they capitalized on that time. So we definitely got to clean that up.
Questions?
Hey, Coach, I'm just wondering if you can provide us with an update on the status of Mason McTavish.
Yeah, we're getting them looked at now. We don't have updates right after on games. Sorry about that.
Mark, it has been a long time since you lost in this building. Is there almost a bit of a shock to the system when you see the puck go in and you go, man, we didn't win this one?
Yeah, it's not the bounce we wanted, but the one game doesn't define us, and it's just going to make us even hungrier, and we're going to bounce back hard next game and really show them what we got. So,
Jay has talked too many times about the question of adversity that I won't ask him about it again. I'll ask you instead. There's been questions because you guys have been so good for so long. What will happen when you face some adversity?
I feel like losing one game isn't adversity. I feel like it's a bump in the road, and I think the guys will just get together. We'll talk tomorrow and just get back to work and be ready to go for the next game.
And Jay, last thing, you guys scouted them. Did you see anything that you were not expecting from them, or was it pretty much exactly what you thought you were going to see?
I think we saw a little too much of their power play tonight. And obviously taking a 5-minute penalty in overtime is, like I said, shooting ourselves in the foot. You know, a couple pucks over the glass, just a few careless things, and they had one of the top power plays in the league. So, I just think we saw a little too much of that tonight.
Yeah, Jay, obviously an unfortunate result for you guys, but the play of Artem Grushnikov blocking those shots, counted like 6 or 7 blocked shots tonight, short-handed alone. How important is that for you guys and your club's success? And also, how important is the off day tomorrow, kind of just to regroup and everything's okay type mentality?
Well, Grushnikov has been a really good hockey player for us. I think he's really improved over the course of the season. He's a player that works really hard at his craft, plays a very physical game, good puck mover, and yeah, he loves the block shots, which a guy like me likes to see. Yeah, he's been a key player for us. The time off tomorrow, the day off in between games, is probably big for both teams. You know, it's 3 and 4 for them, and for us, well, anytime you go into overtime, guys are getting some high minutes and need some rest. So I think it'll be a cleaner game for both teams after a day off.
Coach, with it being the OHL Championship, there's obviously going to be a high level of intensity, but were you kind of shocked given the fact that you haven't played these guys this year and the level of kind of animosity and the amount of just physicality that was out there after the whistle scrums, and just the level and the intensity level between the two teams that haven't even played each other once this season?
No, they're like young pros out there. They're hungry. They have passion. It's a fast tempo style of game, and physicality is part of the game. And I think all these kids are they want it bad, and they're playing with a passion, and naturally it gets physical. I think both teams have been through 3 series already where there was a lot of chirping, a lot of physicality, and yeah, I'm not surprised that carries over into a final series.
Mark, there were a couple times odd man rushes for you guys coming on Medina, 5-hole quite a few of the times. Is that just something that you saw as the play was developing, or is that something that you prepared yourselves for through video and through scouting before this started?
Yeah, so we watched a lot of film on them before the series began, and we realized if we took care of our D zone and did the small things right there, we get a lot of opportunities going odd man rushes the other way, and we did a good job at that at some points of the game, and there's a few times where we had a lot of turnovers entering the zone and not getting it deep as well. So I feel like there's a lot of stuff we could do better, but yeah, that's definitely something we took a look at.
Game 2 back here in Hamilton on Sunday afternoon.